What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can get easy wins in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 by explaining my thoughts and decisions as I play in Zero Build. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below how many crown wins you've been able to get so far this season. And the recent update, I feel like, has changed the easiest way to win pretty significantly, because I think a lot of players would have told you before the nerf to cars, like, just look, we'll see if any bosses are on patrol, but people would say look for the bosses on patrol, land on them, get the car quickly and easily, and then kind of you have the mythic car from there. And that can still work, but like you see this one's on patrol here, that can still work, but I feel like with the nerfs, the mythic cars aren't as good. It's not as much worth having them, I think. Like, they're still insane, but like, yeah, I just don't feel like you get the car and then you get an easy win anymore. You kind of have to actually like think when using them now. So it's rough. So I think just playing a bit more standard and landing somewhere, looting up, and then playing, you know, in the more standard way is going to be the easiest way to win for a lot of players, because even when the cars were OP, just landing on them at times, you would have like some really scuffed matches sometimes. So we're going to be going to what I think is one of the most underrated loot spots in the game right now. It will definitely get more contested as time goes on, I think, because it is very good. But it's going to be this dock area over here on the bottom of the map. It has 20 chest spawns and a slurp truck. Obviously, it has floor loot as well. But one of the things that makes this spot so good is not only how much loot it has in a small area, or how contested the area is, in addition to having a slurp truck, but also I feel like it can just be looted very easily and quickly because most of the loot is outside. Then we are near redline rig, so I can potentially try to like third party that location. We are actually contested here. It sounds like there's 2 people. I think I have best drop for this gun though. Maybe it's just 1 person with an AI. He just landed out in the middle of nowhere for no reason. That's an AI. But if we loot fast enough, we can maybe get to redline rig in time. I'm not going to force it, though. Like I was just saying, I don't think having the mythic cars is that ridiculous anymore. I would like to get rig, not only because I think that's the best medallion, having the shield regen. And I like that AR. I don't think that AR is as godlike as some people. Like, I enjoy using it, but I don't mind using the burst SMG either. But I enjoy having it. I think I'll enjoy that gun a lot more once the reload bug is patched, because I feel like for some reason whenever I use that gun, I get the reload bug like every time I swap weapons. Which, if you guys don't know what the reload bug is, it's when you like swap weapons and then it makes you reload even though you don't have to. I like the Nuka-Cola more than the Fizz. Some people like the Fizz more, which is fine. They're both good items, but I like that I can use the Cola and then just kind of like get away from a situation. Like if I'm in like a bad spot, you know, I can use some mobility, drink a cola, and then use more mobility and get away. Whereas with the Fizz, you're only getting health while you're using it, and so it is just a little more not as good in those situations. But the Fizz is also great in its own right. Like mobility can heal the whole team. And that truck is why I also wasn't bothering getting the barrels this whole time. If anyone was like freaking out that I wasn't getting the barrels, that was why. That's not what I want to do. That chest up top there is just like an inconvenience for me to get. I guess I can pad to it. But I'm pretty happy with my loot. I would much rather have a gatekeeper than a pump, but like, I'm happy that I could have used gloves as well. I was gonna say I'm happy that I have gloves and boogie bombs, both. Oh, here's a gatekeeper. And so when rig is here, the boss can spawn on patrol, like I said earlier in the video. But when the redline rig boss is here, you can sometimes loot this dock and then get here in time to still get the boss and stuff. It really depends though, because sometimes it's like how many people land redline rig and how do they play it. If somebody rushes the boss or not very many people land here, then they do have time to maybe get it and leave before you get here. But some situations, you can get this POI after getting the docks. It's an AI. I'm just gonna go ahead and start the boss. You can get her to chase you up here, and then you have like a more... Somebody padding. We need to focus them. gotta reload. Somebody else was chasing this guy that I just killed. One thing you can do here that's nice at the red line, the boss, is you can like shoot her and then zip up and she'll chase you. And then you do have like a little more of an isolated fight versus her. But I just wanted to focus on eliminating that other player because I thought they were just going to be the only other person here. So when we get them out of the game, we have like an easier time. But someone else did pull up. Oh my god. Dude, I thought that was a guard. Until I realized it was Deadpool. We're in Storm, but it's fine. It's a one tick for quite a while. Whenever I'm getting these boss POIs, I'm pretty much always just focused on eliminating the other players. Someone else just came across a zip here. And like I was saying, that person is a more imminent threat to me than the boss actually is. Oh my god. Imagine I jinxed it and the boss just killed me there. I thought I boogied her. No whites on her body. I know I could get the boss car, but I would rather play without it just for like the sake of the video. I don't think they're that insane anymore, and I'm like very weak on health, so. Let's go over here and get some cactus. There might have been a better shotgun there, I'm not sure. We can maybe go back and look. There's a guard. I don't know if I finished what I was saying, but when I'm fighting these bosses, I'm always just more fixated on killing the boss, or killing the people around the boss than actually killing the boss. Usually the AI really aren't that big of a threat, so you can use the fact that people think you're concerned about the boss to your advantage. If you get too fixated on killing the boss, then it's going to be easy for somebody to third party you, like some of the players I fought there. But I just kind of always keep the boss and the guards as secondary and then try to eliminate the other players. There will be times though where like maybe you have the boss really weak and you just kind of finish and get out of there. But if the boss isn't really weak, I feel like it's just safer to play for like clearing the area and killing the other players. I probably could have just stayed up top and like finished her when I like initially zipped up. When that guy like padded and I wanted to just like kill him because I thought he was the only one, but it turned out like he was being chased by somebody. And then like there's so many people that showed up after that. Radio tower just got obtained. I was gonna say we can maybe go for this. We can still look for the kill on this player maybe. What the heck? I don't understand what just transpired, bro. I think I blanked one of my shots. I did miss as well, but I think like the second shot blanked. You also saw how good the cactus is. It regens as well. Like when I like went into like safe, or when I went into the safe area, I got like 3 cactus and immediately got all my health back. I was gonna get the car and then just go back to that cactus again, but I didn't need it as much at that point. But yeah, it being a one-tick zone until like 4th, I think. Like if you're in this desert area, you really don't have to worry about it. I feel like that's something that also a lot of newer players tend to struggle with zone. They just like, if they're in Storm, they're incredibly concerned about it, but you really don't need to be. I'm going to go for this bunker here. I would like to kill the other medallion players and get those, but it's also not the biggest deal to me one way or the other. If we go to this bunker, I hope to get a better shotgun. Even if we don't, we can put drum mag on the green one, which will be a huge benefit. I really, really want to have drum mag on my gatekeeper at all times, but especially since I'm not using the Thunderburst SMG, I'm using the combat AR. it gets the job done, but I just like the Thunderburst SMG so much more as a follow-up weapon than this. And also with the reload bug this season, like I don't want to be like swapping weapons in a situation that really matters, you know. I don't know if I'm just have like the worst luck ever, but like I get the reload bugs so often in like bad situations. Like, we end up not getting a better gatekeeper, but still drum mag is going to be a significant improvement. If you guys didn't know, you can use nitro and get this gold. It's like really not that big of a deal this season though, because I feel like people really aren't spending gold that much. Like you get attachments, but I feel like with the gloves being a part of the game, there's not as much of a need to like buy shockwaves and stuff. And I think that's where a lot of people were spending their gold last season. Alright, I want to make sure I get some dashes. Dashes are so good. They've been so good, but I feel like this season, like, people are more caught off guard by it. And you can use them when you're boogied, which might be something that could save my life if I do get boogie bombed. Someone just got a kill over there. If he's going for the loot or what. That's the medallion player. You can go get this. I think it's already been looted. Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say, I think it's already been looted, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, a better gatekeeper than green that got left behind, depending on, like, what spawned, you know? Especially in Solus. That's not ideal. I wanted to jump and then fist to my car. This guy's near me. I would like to kill them, because I think this is the Megalodon one, so he would have the mythic gloves. I just had visual audio footsteps here. Okay, nice. He doesn't have the mythic combat. I don't really care anyways, because I don't want it. I like the gatekeeper more. But now we have the gloves, which are great. And I have the two medallions I like most. I like the unlimited nitro and I like the shield regen one. I don't mind having all three. Like the size of the circle doesn't change that much. And with how the mobility is this season, I feel like you can get around very quickly. And so it's not the end of the world to potentially like be giving away your location. Because it does kind of, like if you're moving around quickly, you kind of travel faster than the circle updates. We can go island. I like getting island this season. People can get cars up there, but it's less likely you're gonna have to deal with cars. And if we capture it, I can maybe get a better gatekeeper from doing so. And that's kind of my biggest problem right now. I was contemplating if I was gonna duel Cerberus or not if he was there, but he wasn't even there. It's like kind of risky to be doing that this late in the game, but that mythic would be significant improvement over green. Gun is no recoil. Like I think the fact that it has no recoil makes it harder for me to use because I'm so used to like pulling down all the time. I think this guy's on island. Don't see them. He's over there maybe. Alright. Just wasted 2 dashes. If I was a little bit faster, we could have boogied him out of the car and killed him, but like I was attempting to say, that medallion is kind of the least relevant to me. It's good having the unlimited ammo. But since I'm going to be using boogie bombs over the boom bolt bow anyways, it's like not that significant to me. I feel like having unlimited ammo with the bow is where that medallion really shines. And then like the added damage from it, I'll take it, but it's like not, it's not as game changing to me as like the shield regen or the unlimited nitro is. Since I used 2 dashes there for no benefit, I would like to see if he gets up here with the car. He did drift with the car, but he doesn't get up here. This is like a bad play for him. You can get the cars up here, but I feel like that's such a bad play with the boogies in game. Like, I told you. Like, I called it, bro. Yeah, like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. It's so easy to boogie the car if they're up here with you. That guy should have gotten in the car the moment I did damage to him, but it is just, like, rough. So that's one thing you can do when you're boogied is just kind of stand next to a car and then get in it the moment you take damage. To potentially, like, maybe be able to save your life, you know? I'd probably just boogie him again, but, like, it's one of the few things you can do. Or just accept the fact that you got boogied and then try to, like, fight the person after you do take some damage and you get knocked out of the effect. What that guy did is kind of, like, worst case scenario, I feel like, because he, like, was trying to run away, so he, like, kind of has his back or side to me. But he's not getting away, you know? Like, I'm not, unless my controller dies or something, like, that fight is happening, so he might as well just get ready to deal damage to me. The fact that he was scared to take 1 shot's worth of damage made him take, like, 3 or 4, and then it's GG's. I guess 2 or 3 would be a better way to word that, but yeah. Now we have all medallions. Purple Gatekeeper. I got more dashes. It's a good situation. One thing you really want to avoid, and I feel like this is one of the bigger changes about the recent update, is you want to avoid driving your car too close to people. Which is, like, very different than how it was before. Before the patch, you could just always drive up on people and, like, make things static, and that was, like, good for you. Somebody just buggy bombed somebody over here, I think. That man got immediate karma for using the boogie bomb. I want to focus that other person using the boogies and just get them out of the game because you see how effective they are. And that is, like, in short, the summary of this video, how to get easy wins this season, get boogie bombs. But this guy using the boogie bombs, I feel like is more of a threat than the other one. So we'll just kill the person with boogies and then deal with the other one who's boogied anyways. There was Mythic Shoddy there, but I would rather have the purple one with Drum Mag, especially since I don't have a Thunderburst to follow up with and the reload bug this season. I just don't want to be swapping. What I was saying about the cars, though, like, you just want to avoid being close to people with the car because that makes it easy for them to boogie bomb you. Like, try to play more mid-range with the car. And you see, like, the Mythic car is still... One of the better things about the Mythic cars was they had unlimited fuel and unlimited nitro. And nitro makes the turret shoot faster. So while they did get many nerfs, the killing potential of the Mythic car is still better than the other cars. The battle bus driving around over here. But it might be AI because, yeah, they will just drive around. But they're chill until you do something to them, which I appreciate. 3 opponents remain. Like I was just saying, before boogies, you could just kind of drive your car, like even before the season, you could just kind of drive your car around an area to check that area for people. But now that's like gonna get you engaged on by boogies easily, potentially. So I feel like you want to avoid that. Like, I feel like it's easier to hit the car with a boogie than it is a person. I just seen somebody mantle over this wall over here. Zone won't quite force him out, but it might kind of put him in a spot where he shows himself eventually. Just shot at him. He likely knows we're here. He probably knew we were here already anyway, so that's why I don't really care. Like, I just drove a car over here, you know? Like, if he's a threat, he knows I'm over here. Gotta be careful in bushes as well with boogie bombs. Oh, no. That's, like, one of the rough things about having the Nitro medallion. There's 2 people fighting over there. I want to see if this player is going to do something with the fact that they're fighting, and then we can use that to get timing on him and get an opening to the fight. Those shots have been going on for so long, it sounds like AI. Okay, yeah. He's moving. GG's, man. The final player is an AI, I'm pretty sure. GG's. But that is going to be it for this video. Like I kind of explained many times, I feel like the patch cars aren't as good. Boogies are insane. You can kind of play a bit more standard. Just having a mythic car isn't an auto win anymore. or, you know, not, it wasn't an auto win before, but it doesn't increase your chances of winning, I feel like, as significantly as it did before, despite still being good. And so kind of the player who has most boogie bombs has like a huge advantage in the game right now. And that's kind of why, like I've talked about in many videos, I'm happy they nerfed the cars and stuff, but like boogies are rough. Hopefully they end up adding EMPs back sometime soon. But in the meantime, you can definitely abuse them to get easy wins. If you enjoyed this, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.